feel like shit. Sorry to open stream up with such negativity, but I need you guys to understand that if I start crying during today's stream, it's not me, it's you. Wait, I got that backwards just now. It hurts to laugh. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. I meant to say it's not you, it's me. It's usually me actually, so do do with that what you will. Okay, I can't laugh too much because it actually is not a good feeling on my abs right now. But hi, hello, happy Monday, and I missed you guys. Hi. Why do I look sadder than normal? Ow. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Welcome back, Dizzy. Hello. Hi. Hi, love bugs. I miss you. Did you miss me? That sounded really sad too. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hello, hi. I always miss you, of course, bud. Yeah, sorry about canceling stream yesterday at such an odd hour. I wasn't really expecting it myself. Let me... sorry. My throat is also not in the best condition right now. I'm trying to keep it wet. I'm trying to drink water and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think I burnt through it a little bit. But let me give you guys a play-by-play of what happened. Still dehydrated, I figure. Also, Joe-K, thank you for $10. Sadus, thank you for becoming a member. Bamboski, thank you for $5 for the Dizzy Comfort Fun. This is a non-negotiable, Dizzy, thank you. And thank you to everyone who was in pre-stream as well. Yeah. Hey Dizzy, I'm sorry you're feeling crummy. Oh, thank you. Okay. Play-by-play. Saturday night. Okay. I'm sat at home. Ember isn't responding to my messages because she has super COVID. I download like every recent Story of Seasons game to pass time. Thank you, Rabu Aniki, for 5 gifted memberships. Okay. I try each of them out for like 30 minutes. I end up returning all of them because while the female love interests are all angels, the men are literally homeless. I'm not even fucking kidding. These games love to make hobos a romanceable target, okay? Before committing to finally buying the most recent and most expensive Harvest Moon game, I decided to go get a little bit of exercise by going to pick up takeout down the street. I get the healthiest fucking dish they have to offer, including a plate full of vegetables because I'm trying to count my macros right now. Okay? Everything's fine. I eat my dinner, I play my silly little girl game, and I have a hypothetically healthy midnight snack. Right? And then I go to bed. Pretty normal. Now tell me why tell me why this resulted in me waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning, going to the little idol's room, and then projectile vomiting everything that was just in my stomach for the next 2 hours. You guys can't tell, but I'm like, I'm like looking directly into my camera with my like hands on the side of my head, doing like a Professor X right now, like Cyclops, tell me why did the vegetables poison me? Why? Okay, it was so bad. It was so bad. After like, sorry, I have a cough. Yeah, my throat is like torn through. After like the first shot too, and I'm referring to the action as shots right now because it seems vaguely less disgusting. It was all bile, by the way. Like all of it. It was all bile. I had to actually Google what it was because throughout the morning it was just getting progressively worse. And like I've only ever like the worst I've ever gotten was like clear, and now there was color and I was confused, right? So I had to Google what it was, and yeah, it was just bile. But anyways, that Dizzy Bile new merch idea, I would hope that it's all cleaned up at this point. So thank you for 18 months. But yeah, this just keeps happening for 2 hours until I get this horrible cramp in my lower abdomen. And I'm also like incredibly bloated for some reason. Like, like I look like I'm about to pop. But I get this really bad cramp after I've been at it for 2 hours in my lower abdomen. That felt like, I don't know. And I've already canceled stream at this point, right? I've already canceled stream. I don't know. It felt like a chest burster, but through the womb. So yeah, I guess I felt like I was pregante. I guess I felt like I was having like a forced C-section baby. I don't know. But at this point, I think that, not my period, no. I think that I had my appendix burst, right? Because I've seen it happen to my mother before. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, did my appendix just burst? I'm like clutching the tiles. I'm clutching the tiles because I'm like crying because I don't want to go through that alone. Like, I don't want to go through I forget what the surgery is called. I don't want to go through appendicitis alone. I don't want to go for having my appendix removed alone. So like I'm clutching the floors at this point, right? And I'm really reluctant to go to the emergency after my last experience at the emergency. So I'm like praying, hoping that I can just wait this out. But anytime I stood up, I felt like weak to the knees. Appendectomy, yes, that one. I felt really weak to the knees. And then anytime I was sitting, I felt dizzy. But apparently you're supposed to try and sit when you're nauseous like this. And then anytime I was laying down, regardless of like what angle I was in or how I tried to position my body, I'd throw up again. And ultimately I just ended up like bundled up in the corner of my washroom with a towel on top of me because I didn't want to get my sheets dirty. Like I looked like a dying fucking war orphan that should have been cast in Berserk or something. I don't know. And I'm just bundled up like that shaking and crying as summary videos of Hannah Montana, of all things, play from my phone because I'm desperate for something to take the edge off the horrible pain I'm experiencing. Okay? Yeah, been there before, but cold towel is the only thing cold enough. No, legitimately going to bed, trying to climb back into bed was worse. At some point, I was just like, no, I'm not going to sleep tonight. If I sleep, it is on the bathroom floor. But yeah, I'm just sitting there, and keep in mind, I'm not able to keep down any water at this point. So I'm on the verge of dehydration. Because even like the most puppy-sized sippy sip just comes back up not even 5 minutes later. Young Boozer, thank you for a super chat. Yeah, even the most Chikawa-sized sippy sip of water was like not staying down. And yeah, at that point the sun started rising. I'm not getting any better. And I'm like, okay, let's go to urgent care, see what this is. I'm like fully convinced I either need to have my appendix removed or my stomach pumped at this point. So I call a taxi because I can't even find a fucking Uber running in my area because I'm not in the city at this hour and I don't trust myself to drive at the moment. So I rob myself with a taxi. I get into urgent care. Hi, Irie. Hi. Please don't hurt. You're too sexy. I think your health is more concerning one. Thank you, Irie. I'm feeling slightly better now. I get into urgent care, right? I get into urgent care. I spend most of my time in the waiting room with a barf bag. Okay, eventually just nothing comes up anymore. It turns out you can reach a point where your body is just no longer producing bile. Okay, they finally attend to me. They get me on an IV because I look... I don't know, because I look as pale as a VTuber. Again, ultrasound, that's an experience. I got an ultrasound. Not pregnant. Not pregnant. We're not announcing my graduation today, unfortunately. My appendix, turns out, is fine. And they come to the conclusion that I have food poisoning. Also, I am severely dehydrated, but I think that goes with a food poisoning. By far, the worst morning I've ever had. Also, I just want you guys to know that Irie just messaged me on Discord shocked that I want a baby. She also told me not to reply to her midstream. Then don't message me midstream, Irie. Is she new to phase? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, in conclusion, I am never eating vegetables again. Just kidding. And also I'd laugh, but it kind of hurts. But I'm certainly not going back to that takeout place, no. Vegetables. Vegetables of all fucking things, who would have expected? Who would have expected? I've spent years shoveling like gutter oil down my throat. Never put a dent in me. Never. But a plate full of vegetables put me in the worst state of being that I've ever been in. It's always the greens. They were cooked. They were cooked too. I don't know, yeah. I was molded by the gutter oil. I genuinely think my body responds better to like processed food at this point just because she's used to it. Like, she as in my body. I don't know why I'm referring to it as a third party right now. Probably because it wasn't mine to start with, but you know, cooked greens. I don't know. Might have been some cross-contamination, right? Right? And they were so... The thing too is they seem so... Also, if I start coughing and gagging on stream, I'm okay. It's just I really burnt through, I think, the lining in my throat. So there's that. But yeah, they seem so careful. They seem so careful about it too, because they even asked if I had any allergies to note, which I didn't, unless I'm fucking allergic to okra or something. But also, isn't okra supposed to be good? Isn't okra supposed to be good for, you know, the movements? The wave, if you will? No idea, but it doesn't taste very good in my opinion. I like it. I like the texture of it. I like the texture. I like the, I don't know, like how it gets sticky on the inside. Slimy, yeah. But I don't know if I can ever will myself to eat okra again. Zincro, thank you for 26 months. Word in the street said this was a retaliation from Bandai because you didn't buy enough Digimon TCG boxes. Literally, the new box comes out in 4 days. I'll buy it. Okay? Awesome sauce, Kirby. Thank you for $5. So, did you have an image of yourself on the can on standby, or was this a rush order? Standby, actually. That was my 2024 birthday merch. If you'll believe me. And in case you want to pick up 2025 birthday merch before it becomes relevant for a story time next year, that is currently available on shop.phase-connect.com. That's shop.phase-connect.com, and US shipping has been reinstated. Thank you. Guile, thank you for 11 months. We can commission fan art of all of this, right? I just want to make it very clear which end the food poisoning came out of, though. If Guile, you'd like to out yourself as a fetishist, I just want you to make it very, very clear which end it's coming out of. Thank you. Upper half if you weren't here for the full story. Upper end. I was more interested in the sobbing, but thanks for the info. You didn't specify. Oh crap, thank you. Change your name right the fuck now. I know you've had that name for a minute, but change your name right the fuck now. I would like to state for the record, I did not poison Dizzy. This is a lie made up by Big Love Bug to persecute butter cookies. I'm telling Sheena on you. Demonstrous, thank you for $5. I'm sorry you had to go through that, especially alone. That sounds nightmarish. Still, I'm beyond glad you're mostly okay. I hope this helps, Dizzy. I'm not 100%. I don't know when I'm going to be 100%, which is honestly like it's been a rough, I guess 24, 48 maybe. It's been a rough couple of hours, I guess. Just because I'm not used to being out of commission this long. I know it hasn't even been that long. But I'm not used to like physically actually being out of commission. Yeah, and she's still recovering from gymnastics class. No, that's the thing. Even like working out, even like gym stuff, usually like a day or two of rest is enough, and I can still work. I can still do other things. But like after getting home, I was like completely bedbound. I couldn't look at screens for a long time, or else I'd start getting nauseous again. I just had like no energy in me. So I couldn't do anything productive. Like the best I could do was like reply to a couple messages. And even then, you know, like the people who usually message me in a day are Lumi. And so if Lumi's checking in on me, it's usually to tell me to also do something so she is not the only one doing something. If that makes sense. It's like her telling me to be productive so that she has an excuse to be even more productive because she's looking at her schedule going, how can I be more productive? And it goes, maybe if I make the people around me productive, I can become more productive. And then she sees me being productive, and then she's just like, oh, Dizzy's being so productive. And then she has motivation to be more productive herself. So she's like messaging me, telling me to work on things, and I'm just like, as much as I want to, like for once, I actually can't. I actually can't. That is the most Lumi thing I have ever heard. Yeah, once you understand the fucking hamster wheel in her brain, it all becomes kind of clockwork. Yeah. Dizzy, be reproductive? Unfortunately, no signs of that yet. From my recent ultrasound, my bad. Inferno Paladin, thank you for $5. Get well soon, Dizzy. Being sick sucks. Hope you get more than 7 hours of sleep and water. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? A milkshake. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than... Dude, here's the thing. I don't even feel like my milkshakes. I do not even feel confident in my milkshakes right now. Because I feel like I've been making such good gains. I've been making such good progress at the gym. But I feel like that experience has drained me milkshakes. I feel like I've had my milkshakes absolutely drained from me. I'm no better. Guys, I'm no better than a lolly right now. I feel small chested. I feel flat. I feel flat. Not the milkshakes, no. Bio story of the milkshakes. Well, no, like when you get sick, you lose weight, right? When you get sick, you lose weight. Like your body naturally starts burning through like fat and muscle because you can't eat as much. And it just feels like, like I'm clutching the milkshakes right now. I'm just like, what is this? What is this? Why are you only 2 handfuls? I hate this. I don't know. I need like fucking fat injected. I need fat injections directly in my milkshakes right now. Only 2? No, literally. It's like a deflated balloon. I'm fucking traumatized. Progmutual, thank you for $2. Not but precious, still gross. Thank you. Do you think collagen injections would work? Do you think collagen would fix it? Silver Spire, thank you for $5. No, that's not true. That's impossible. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to break it to you, but it really does. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe it's all in my head, but it really feels like I just had like 5 years of youth absolutely sapped from my body. Sir Simple-Lot, thank you for 20 months. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, relatively. You know, I'm not clutching the bathroom tile anymore, which gotta celebrate those little wins, am I right? Shima Pantsu, thank you for 1 month. Usually a light turns on if the Dokuros are deflated. You should have that looked at. Got it. Hydration and the field trips to Wendy's and everything will be fine. I want a burger so bad. I want a burger so bad. Like the minute I got home yesterday. I'm on brat diet for a while. Doctor said probiotics and bananas, rice, apple, which I can't have because I'm allergic to. And whatever tea is. Toast? Toast. Yeah, I'm on brat diet and probiotics for a while. I want burger so damn bad. I wish the B was for burger. I wish the B in the brat diet was for burger. Brat, no, see? The fucking lolification! The fucking lolification of Disney Dokuro is upon us! And it's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. Like, what am I supposed to grab when I get lonely? What's gonna keep me warm at night? This is torture. This is actual torture right now. Otaku Dan, thank you for 18 months. Today we are in mourning for the loss of the Dokuros. Now for a moment of silence. Amazing Grace. Fucked up. I think I sound better singing right now than I do usually. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch. Is that how it goes? Like me. Red Shipley, thank you for $20 per burger when you feel better. Thank you. Slazel, thank you for $20 as well. Hi Dizzy, I hope you're doing well. I watched a Digimon stream a few days ago and I want to know more in depth how hyped you are. I think getting too excited right now would actually do a number on me. But I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm planning a 3-day marathon for the game actually. I'm planning and it's not gonna be incentive based. I just want to play this game really badly. Thank you. Also I should show myself. So also if you'd like to come back for that, it's gonna start on release day, yeah. Thank you. Little Miss Popcorn Man, thank you for the Burger Fun, thank you. Hero94, thank you for 22 months. Dizzy, Hero. 3 days straight. Well, we'll try. I'll probably have to sleep at some point. But I'm going to make sure I'm gonna cancel any of my dance classes. I'm gonna schedule the gym for other days, and then we're just gonna no life it. for 3 days. Yes. Demonstrators, thank you for 4 months. Deflated joke girls or not, you're still with Dizzy, I know, and love, and who regularly roasts me on streams over my supers, so nothing has changed for me. I've been so nice today. Today, specifically today. I also might be operating on like plain rice and water, but I've been so nice today. Dizzy moment, she's taking us behind the shed tomorrow. Yeah, I'm a sweet lady. I'm a sweet lady. Salad ass can confirm that, yeah. Sorry, I snorted. Angelverse, thank you for the membership. Thank you for renewing the membership. Thank you. Brush with death does that to people. No, unironically. Unironically. I find that people with old age either soften up over time or become the worst versions of themselves. I don't know. I found myself really missing my family yesterday, actually. Well, the night before yesterday, 5 a.m. I found myself really missing them around 5 a.m. Even though I'm not exactly on the closest. Not exactly the closest with them at this point. But yeah, it's lonely. It's really, really lonely, like, when you feel that bad, because it's just like, you know, there's no one to get you water. There's no one heating up your water, or like no one to take you to the hospital or anything. So it was just kind of me. I don't know. At some point, I was just like, I wonder if and this is stupid. I wonder if I keep upchucking. Yeah, that's probably the least vile way of phrasing it. I was like, if I keep upchucking and like making this much noise, like, will the neighbors eventually come check in on me? But I suppose that's less than likely given my city. LOL, my appendix actually exploded when I was alone. My whole family was like, wait, you almost died and we didn't know for a whole day. I'm so sorry you had that experience. I hope you ended up feeling, well, you're here, so you did. But I really hope you ended up feeling better quickly. Rickbane, thank you for the 5 currency. Have you planned your Digimon team yet? Mine is Beelstarmon, Shoutmon, X7 if available, and a fusion I don't want to spoil. I've thought of several configurations. But I do want to have a girl group team at some point. I do want like a full team of idols. I think that'd be really fun. But then I'm probably going to get certain allegations from chat. So I also want probably like alternatively a team that is like an homage to Digimon World 3. No risk, no reward based, honestly. Not being the allegations, are you? Sage, thank you for $5. My Oshi is so cool at getting food poisoning for content. Yeah, it was for content. Definitely. Definitely for content. Asanai, thank you for $20 for a burger. And Cruz, thank you for $20. Save the Dokuro's fundraiser. Oh god. Oh god. I really wonder if it shrunk at all or if it's just in my brain. I don't know. But thank you so much for a super chat. Unironically, $20 is the cost of a good burger these days. Hi Dizzy, I'm here to sprinkle my magical feel better juice on you to feel better. Feel better. Okay, bye. I gotta go shower. Wait, if you're going to shower, what is the feel better juice made out of? Bunty, no, not like this. Bunty, have I not suffered enough? Bunty, no! Demonio here for the Dokaros. Guys, I love you dearly, and thank you so much for a super chat. I have to ask. Why are you so desperate to save the Dokaros? Why is it specifically... Out of everything I told you in the last 40 minutes, why is this your biggest concern? Yo, Dio, thank you for 13 months. Hi, I came as soon as I heard, are they okay? I mean, are you okay? See, they're not even jiggling like they used to. For bombs, just in case, Citrus, thank you for a super chat. Upper or lower? Upper or... Why not both? RB Grizzly, thank you for $5. Thank you. Kokis, the Dokros are the only light in my life. Boweevil, thank you for $5. No reason. I was gonna ask if you guys would still love me if I had a breast reduction surgery, but I think I know the answer. I would, but what, huh? But what, huh? Wait, how much are we talking? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I'm pretty sure, chat, if I ever told you guys that I needed a serious breast reduction surgery, you would find the surgeon who did the surgery, you would find the doctor, you would track him down, and then you'd probably get like real up close to him and go, "Can I have what's left over? Can we keep what was reduced in a jar?" True and real. Now, you're just getting mad. You're just getting mad that I'm calling you out on it. You're just getting mad because I figured you out. I try and talk you out of it. What if it was like a life-saving surgery? What if it was a life-saving surgery? Would you just like let me die and then write on my grave, here lies Dizzy Dokro, she died too bountiful? I would mourn you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for that. Is it worth living without them? See, now I'm not so sure anymore. Now I'm not so sure. I could potentially live on for chat. I could potentially live on for my friends for the sake of invaders, so that invaders' wish will always be for. I could. But now I'm not sure if I'm not sure you guys would appreciate that. Just exercise your back. How much blood needs to be shed to keep the Dokuros? Why is your solution war? Why is your solution war to save them? Stephen Tunch, thank you for $2. If that's the case, it was nice knowing you. Joshua, thank you for $5. I'd still love you even if you were small. I'm a simple love bug. I just love Dizzy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stay safe, Dizzy. You're my favorite jewelry making streamer. Oh, thank you. I should do another hand cam. I'm so sad. I actually got my nails done. I finally got my nails done. And I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't have a good opportunity to do a hand cam stream. So now they're grown out again. And I would have had to cut them off. I would have had to cut them off actually if I went in for an appendectomy or whatever. But thankfully they didn't cut them off. But I'll get them redone before the next hand cam stream. Dershia, what color? Sylvia. No, that's the name of. Sorry, I've been playing Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, and there's these two twins in the game, and one of them is named Sylvia and the other one is named, well, honestly, I don't really know what the other one's name is. She's kind of a bonus twin. What is her name? Sorry, I'm looking it up right now. Lori. And Lori. But bonus twin is wild. There's always one. They're silver. I have silver nails right now, but I'll get them redone soon. I got off track. Dizzy Dokuro's chair, thank you for 4 months. Would crusade for Dokuro's, thank you. Dersha, thank you for 12 months. I've been here long enough to keep pity watching. Thank you, I think. Red Shipley, thank you for 26 months. Fine, Dizzy, I would become a lolicon for you. Thank you. Stephen Tonch, thank you for super chat. Insect Devil, would Jelly get them then? My boobs! Sorry, I tried saying that like how I imagined Jelly would say it. My boobs? You would give Jelly the curse of my extremely hefty chest? I don't know. I feel like that means she would be the next to pass. I feel like if I die, if I pass away from not having a life-saving breast reduction, and then you take those breasts and you stick them on another streamer, I feel like that is also cursing them to perish. Isn't it? Isn't it though? This is how the invaders go away. They all wish for Dokuros and inherited the cursed ones one by one. Could be. You know what I'm gonna get back to reading the super chats in a minute. I'm so sorry to divert the conversation, but you know what I did do yesterday while killing time? I watched the most insane Chinese alpha, beta, omega TV drama. And originally, let's go. Oh, here's the thing. And originally, I watched it for horny, okay? I watched it because I was just like, cute boy on cute boy action. Hee hee, hoo hoo, ha ha, right? But exactly 2 minutes into it, I was watching it because it was so fucking crazy that I couldn't stop remarking, holy shit, that's crazy. Because the fucking world building was so insane that I could not stop exclaiming. I couldn't truly get into it because I was just so concentrated. I was so autistically concentrated on how fucking crazy the plotline is. Why? What happened? So they opened the story. Is it like Empress Game? In a lot of ways, yes. So they open the story and they're just like, in the year 2082 or something. I don't remember the exact year. A pandemic struck the world. And I'm just like, oh, COVID plotline, right? No. The majority of the world's population, everyone with AB and AB blood types, were wiped from the world by this horrible disease, and only a small percentage of A and O blood types survived. The highest percentage of survivors, B blood types, and then humans started to transform into third genders or second genders or whatever, alpha, beta, omega, and it's just like, holy fucking shit. So the plotline starts. This isn't just an alternate universe where everyone's already ABO, okay? A zombie-like plague wipes out the majority of a world population and replaces it with an Omegaverse. I'm AB plus. What happened to me? You died. How do you say plague? Plague. Are you sure it wasn't just a fever dream? It really felt like it. No, but okay. But plague. How am I supposed to say it? Plague? Plague? Plug? I'm right? Plague. Plage. Is that actually plage? Plage. Plagey. Plage. There's no way it's called a plage. Plague. Hard G not soft. Plague. How is that not what I've been saying? Plague. Plague. Rhymes with vague. Plague. Anyways. A zombie-like plague has wiped out the majority of the world population, turning it into the Omegaverse, okay? And then the story starts. So the first like 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, are just them explaining this horrible pandemic that has changed the world, right? And then they get into this crazy scene where they're at like, apparently it's a bunch of rich guys and they're at a karaoke bar, which I don't know what the hell a bunch of rich guys are doing at a karaoke bar, okay? And they're just discussing alpha, beta, omega dynamics for exposition's sake, while the one female character, because there are girls in this universe. Women have not been wiped out, okay? While this one girl is just like smiling in the corner, doing like extra work, but like, like she doesn't even look like she's with any of the boys. But anyways, they're talking about alpha, beta, omega dynamics, and out of nowhere, there's a news announcement at their karaoke bar, because apparently karaoke bars have news channels on them now, and it's just like, this just in, 10 years after the Omegaverse incident, scientists have concluded that there's actually a fourth gender enigma. And then they start talking about, ooh, I've known about alphas, betas, and omegas my entire life, but I've never heard about this enigma. What are these scientists even saying? Like, what is this mysterious fourth gender, okay? And like, I'm watching all of this. By now, keep in mind, not even 10 minutes into the frickin' drama. Each episode is at least an hour long, multiple episodes. I've said that's crazy at least 5 times to myself. At least 5 times. And I just keep watching, and it just gets crazier and crazier. And then there's this one scene where one of the male leads, their father's in a hospital. He has cancer. He has cancer of the scent gland. The scent gland is on the neck, okay? If anyone's not familiar with Omegaverse, the scent gland is on the neck. And the doctor is telling him, like, we can cut it off. We can cut the tumor off. It hasn't spread. But is living a life without a scent gland as an alpha even worth living? What? What? How are you a doctor? How are you a doctor? They took his pheromones. Not yet. This man is dying to cancer because they don't want to take his pheromones. Some men are the same with testicular cancer, by the way, and I get that. I really do get that. But also, it's a doctor saying it. It's a doctor. Yeah. Anyways, I don't even get through a full episode. I don't even get through a full episode because the twists are so damn insane that I can't. Like, I stopped when, okay, the main male lead goes after his father's hospital visit to settle a score with his longtime rival and like make some sort of life-saving business deal. And as he does this, his long-term rival has an Omega lover in his office, which bringing your lovers to work, that's a decision, okay? But turns out that Omega wasn't actually an Omega and was actually the enigma all along, and the enigma is like a fourth gender that is able to change his gender and the genders of other people around him, and his whole thing is wanting to peg alphas. And this is when I checked out. Like, they really didn't explain it past that. Dizzy, have you considered using your time in literally any other way? Listen, I started watching it because I saw clips of it on TikTok, and the clips mentioned none of this, okay? Because turns out the clips I was watching were for the sub-couple, which was the rival CEO and his secretary. And their whole plot line, their whole storyline is 100 times more compelling. Is 100 times more compelling than what's happening with the main couple, because there's none of this, like, there's not this weird concentration on pegging. Okay? It's like, oh, they're both in love with each other, but they both keep misunderstanding each other because their positions tear them apart, and he has these preconceptions. He has these preconceptions about omegas, which makes the secretary lie to him. The secretary is actually an omega, but he's pretending to be a beta, and they're star-crossed lovers. And then the secretary quits and runs away because he got pregnant. He got pregnant with his alpha's baby, and he wants. And the alpha accidentally said something that made him think that he would make him get an abortion, so he ran away because he wanted to preserve the life of their child together. And it's so cute. It's so cute. I can't watch a main couple. I can't watch a main couple at all. This sounds really, really gay for some reason, because it is. Because it is. Yeah, back to clips only. X Launcher, thank you for $5. All this, yeah, it was some okra that did your bowels. Yes. Yes. Weather Hacker, thank you for $5. That's crazy. No, actually. Fugu's, thank you for $2. Dizzy, are you sure this wasn't just a furry novel? Insect Devil, thank you for $2. Did Leah write this? Well, I found out that this series is so, like, shocking, I guess? Maybe shocking is not the right word. This series is like... This series was controversial enough that it was pulled from multiple platforms. Because of the effect it had on viewers. But when I say this, just understand that typically for a series like these, the viewers are women. So the effects are things like rioting at local stores or TV networks so they can get more content, or because they're upset that their favorite character is being done dirty And so now they're going to I don't know, pop with tires on your cars or something. Very interesting. Very, very crazy plot line. Very crazy plot line. I feel like a chunk of my brain just died throughout this entire bit. Not a bit. Not a bit. Actual fucking TV series. Actually TV series. Yeah. Insect Devil, thank you for $2. Did Leah write this? I don't know. I could have recommended to her. Ben, thank you for a super chat. Space Lugbert, thank you for the 18 months. I stay for Dizzy. No matter how Dizzy changes, all hail Dizzy. Thank you. And let's see. Matthew, thank you for $5. This honestly sounds like right through Bishonen vampires with flowers parts. It has been described to as gex by people who have no conception of yaoi. Right through Bishonen vampires. What is this? Is this like the Reifu trilogies? Reifu trilogies. Not gonna lie, going off the first cover I see, it does have an early 2000s yaoi vibe to it. Yes. Does the series have more than one season? I think not. But I wouldn't be shocked to see if it did. I wouldn't be shocked if it did. Yeah. Anyways, is the series ABO design? Yes. I tried to protect you from it, but because you're asking me directly, I will answer you. Very, very creative name. I agree. But yeah, that's what I did last night. That's what I did last night while I was sick in bed, if anyone was wondering. Well, have fun, people who wanted to know. Tell me if you get through the first episode. If so, you are more metal than I am. Why was I hearing grapefruit? You might have heard my stomach. I'm so sorry. Wait, did you guys hear it? No. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of getting over it. So, if you're hearing like weird noises, it's probably my stomach or my throat. M14 will thank you for $1.99. I was wondering. Thank you for the information. Yeah, gurgling ASMR. Why? I gotta get a less reactive mic. But yeah, I also did want to play more of Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, because okay, here's the thing. I hated the original game on the DS. I thought it was one of the worst installments of Harvest Moon Story of Seasons ever. But Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, the remake, is actually very solid. Very, very solid. And it has such good capitalistic spirit. But yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't like sit up that long to play. And then I thought my Steam Deck wasn't working anymore, so I got really sad because it was a gift, and I would never spend that much money. On a device like that, right? But I got a Steam Deck as a gift for my family a few Christmases ago, and I was really excited about it. and I use it a lot, but it wasn't turning on. It wasn't turning on yesterday, so I got really sad. And then I realized I didn't have it plugged into the wall properly. So now it's charging, so I'm gonna have a Steam Deck to play Story of Seasons on later. Yes. Try the Rune Factory spin-offs. The RPG mechanics are a nice addition to the Harvest Moon formula. I was playing Guardians of Azuma. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. But I don't know if this is gonna be a hot take. It will be if I have female audience. If I have female audience, this is definitely a hot take. I think Rune Factory 5 was dog shit and unnecessary. I think Rune Factory 5 was a poor adaptation of the game. And I think none of the love interests in that game had any business being love interests. So if I were to pick up like another Rune Factory game, it would probably have to be like 3, maybe 4. I did play 4, but I wasn't that attached to anyone in the 4th game, which it just feels kind of wrong playing off the original platform. Yeah, they are on Steam, but yeah, it just doesn't feel the same. Yeah. Pussy Death, look at the instructions for powering the Steam Deck on after it's been drained. It can go poorly. Oh, noted. Noted. It's just been charging for the last like 12 hours or something. Yeah, only played 3, pretty addicting. 3 was one of the best ones. 3 was definitely one of the best Rune Factory games. I liked the first one, and the remake they did on the Wii, I believe, of the first one was quite good. That one was quite good. Second one actually had a lot of my favorite character designs, but not a lot of people talk about it. Yeah. Rune Factory 4 had endless equipment crafting autism. Yeah. I don't know. I like Story of Seasons. It's probably my favorite farming game franchise. I've heard a lot of good things about like the My Time in Sandrock series, and obviously, what's it called? Stardew Valley. But I can't get over the controversial. Okay, I can't get over how ugly the characters are to me. And I feel before I mod a game, I should try to enjoy it as it is, you know? But that's just me. I'll probably play Stardew at some point. It's probably shocking to hear if I've never played it, but yeah. Now I go hard on the mods from the beginning, unless it's Bethesda game. Real spit your shit, Mr. Girl. Well, I get the point. I get the concept of Stardew Valley, right? It's more substance. Stardew Valley is more substance than like lights, flashing lights, diamond lights, whatever, right? And the rest of the game is like aesthetically pleasing. The pixel art I think is very pleasing, but like the love interests don't do anything for me visually. That's why I went through all the recent Story of Seasons games, right? Because I guess Friends of Mineral Town has some of the most appealing love interests in my opinion, but also it's like a poor adaptation of original Minerals Town, which is the main feedback that I hear it gets a lot of the time. So that was an issue, and I didn't enjoy that. A Wonderful Life is a better adaptation, and once again, female characters, all queens, but why the male love interest for worse? Right? Right? I already had Pioneer of Olive Town for a long time, and that one has like all the like nice modern aesthetics that you would look for in a Story of Seasons games. Had like attractive love interest, whatever. But also they had no fucking personality. That one has the worst writing. And I ended up on Grand Bazaar, which I was avoiding because it's fucking expensive. It's like a $60 game. It's a $60 game. But honestly, the $60 was kind of worth it because the gameplay loop is actually quite fun. The gameplay loop is actually quite fun. The graphics look nice. And if you've ever played the original Grand Bazaar game, it's like night and day. It's like night and day. This one's actually so much better than the old one. So I really do recommend it, yeah. Stealth Mechanic, thank you for the 21 months. Hope your tummy and well everything feels better, Dizzy. I'm here on birthday, still recovering from being sick, so I understand the struggle. Feel better, feel better. Thank you. Thank you. You stream a Bazaar game, right? No, but I think Cleo did. I think Cleo and maybe Ember, because I know she's been playing it as well. Yeah, but sorry. Sorry, I'm taking a lot of breaths. In between my sentences, it's a little hard to talk right now. SW Mr. Plow, thank you for the super chat. Hi Dizzy, glad to see you've gotten away from the idle meeting room long enough to stream. Hope you feel better. Thank you. Yeah. Wait, Cleo streams non-strategy games from time to time. I'd like to say she's streaming a non-strategy game right now, but I think she is playing Europa Universalis. Dizzy, please don't die. Not anytime soon, I think. Not anytime soon. I'm in too many collabs. I'm in too many collabs right now to die. I'm in too many collabs to die right now. It was also just like a fucking... It's also just like a fucking horrible time for me to be sick, to be honest. It's just like a really bad time because there's a lot of work that I need to follow up on and make sure people get done. Yeah. It happens. It happens to other people, but it doesn't happen to me. It happens to... I don't know. It happens to other people, but it doesn't happen to me. Which I know is like the most like... bratty thing to say. But I'm not used to being out for this long. Right? Even when I got like... Even the last time I got really sick at Phase Connect, like my voice wasn't working at all, I could still like stream. I was still in a state where I could stream, albeit very, very weakly with a fucking fever. But I could still stream, I could still do work. But this is like the first time I've been sick with something where it's just like, okay, I can't sit up for a long amount of time, so I'll probably go lay down after this. Masaki, thank you for $5. Glad you're feeling somewhat better, Dizzy, and that you're keeping food and water down. Get some good rest and hope you recover quickly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm hoping by tomorrow it's gonna be 100%. I'm hoping it's gonna be 100%. I was gonna do another weigh-in. I was gonna do another weigh-in for myself on Friday, but now I'm like really not looking forward to it because I'm scared if anything I'll lose weight this week. Even if it's mostly water weight, right? It's just I don't really like seeing how low my weight is on the scale. It makes me feel very insecure. Yeah. You doing VTuber boxing? Okay, here's my thing on that. I actually think that if there was like VTuber MMA or like VTuber boxing, I'd be a fucking killer in my weight class. Yeah, if there was VTuber Clash, I think I'd actually be a fucking killer. Dizzy, why? Why? I'd watch that? No, of course you would. It'd be so damn entertaining. It'd be so damn entertaining, right? Elaborate. Okay, here's the thing. I build strength very, very quickly. I can't do big muscles. I can't do big muscles, but I build strength relatively fast. Like, I know this is a brag. I know this isn't very humble of me. But at my peak, I could squat more than my body weight, which I think is really good for someone my size. Right? So I build strength really fast, and I also a fucking adrenaline junkie. So I'm pretty sure that if like whoever's cornering for me, all they need to do is like lie. All they would need to do is lie. They would just have to like get in my ear and just be like, hey, the girl you're fighting? She called you a pick me. And then I'd be like, rebel. And then I'd knock her the fuck out. Grah! Grah! Dizzy, I have to say, I doubt it, since even on your weight class, other girls might have more reach than you since they aren't gonna be 145. So sure, you might punch hard, but they will have more reach. I'm 155 canonically. Thank you. Which would actually put me at the top of my weight class in height. So not only do I have reach, but I have aggression and the power of Gra. Yeah! Not right now though, if you made me fight right now. Actually, if you made me fight right now, I could probably just like projectile vomit into their eyes or something. Unless, of course, I am fighting another girl failure, in which case she will probably just eat it and continue to swing at me. Now that would be a good fight to see. You gross but effective. No, it really is. It really, really is. Ranged fighter, I see. How did this become more like a fighting game? How did this become more like a fighting game than an actual like fight, like an actual fighting sport, an event? Okay, but what happens if they punch you in the head bumps? Then they become cauliflower bumps. Simple as. Have you ever thought of what would happen if you punch an elf right in the ears? Now that we've brought it up, it is very unpleasant to think about. Oddly enough, yes, huh? Huh. One second, I'm gonna have some water. It's funny how Pick Me has become like the de facto quote unquote insult to fall back on when you can't think of anything else now. Like, it's not even a real fucking word, but it's just so easy. This might be an incredibly woman-hating thought. But I think we as a society should bring bitch back into our verbiage. Like bitch as in female dog, right? Like bitch as in female dog. Because, you know, like, never left. No, I think it has. I think we as people do not go for bitch immediately anymore, right? I think we should go back. I think we should go back to it. Yeah, sometimes we use it like in a good way. Sometimes it's like bitchin'. Like now when like someone calls you a bitch, it's like water off a dog's back. Sorry, dog. Water off a duck's back, right? But I think we should bring it back as an insult because, like, you know, I read a lot of hate comments every day. I'm in the comment section on the manga I read, okay? I'm on reality TV show Twitter. Not been quite as hateful as the Bachelorette Twitter. Okay, I'm also on AO3. Okay, I'm on Archive of Our Own. Love Island Reddit? Yes, Love Island Reddit is a jungle. Okay? I know vitriol. I know vitriol far more hateful than anything you'd see on YouTube.com. And I just think bitch is a really good catch-all for like all the insults that you want to call a person. Like it's such a multifaceted word. And it's applicable in almost like every situation. And it just makes sense because the technical meaning of a word is female dog. Yeah, it's a word with history. Exactly. I think it needs a qualifier like stupid or ugly. Well, sometimes people aren't stupid or ugly. You know, that's generalizations. Not all bitches are stupid and ugly. Sometimes they just be bitches. But I think we should really bring the word back. I like it. I like it as an insult. I've also said it too many times for this video now to not get demonetized, but I think it was worth it. I think this was a worthy discussion to have. Yes. Bowie Boniva, thank you for $5. Now that you mention it, Lumi has been talking mesh. Dude, she is she is out of my height class. We are in different weight classes. I would be pulverized. I would actually get pulverized. Actually, I don't know. Maybe if I run circles around her. Like if I just ran quickly around her, you know, like the Flash. I feel like she would get dizzy enough, or like she would, there's a chance that she would just trip. Or maybe I'd just like tell her I'd hug her for 5 minutes if she lets me win. Yeah, it'd be a TKO. It'd be a technical. I'd win by technical, yeah. Die Screaming, thank you for 24 months. You're not supposed to eat poison. Honestly, I think this experience was like bad enough that I'm put off of alcohol for a while. I think I'm like deterred. It's like what? It's like one of those like PSAs. It's like one of those PSAs or like scared straight things where like, you know, I don't know if any of you guys were ever scared straight. I I wasn't myself, but I had friends. I had friends growing up that were put through Scared Straight, where their older siblings or their parents, usually from what I remember, it's an older sibling, would give them like alcohol way too young and like way too much of it, so that they'd be like scared straight and they wouldn't try that stuff in high school, right? It's like Scared Straight, but with okra, but with vegetables. Because I just, like, I already don't drink that much. But, like, I never want to experience this level of tummy hurt ever again. Was forced to smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. Did you die? I feel like you can actually get tobacco poisoning from that. What? What? But yeah, I don't want to experience that pain. I hope you're doing fine, Dizzy. Drink meds and rest up lots. That's the thing about stomach issues. There's really not a lot of medication that's super effective. Like, if it was truly the other end, I could probably take Pepto-Bismol or like Metamucil or something. But unfortunately, what I have was really debilitating. For the record, Dizzy has never eaten me. That's what you think, but it's always from the inside out. At some point, you just need water to not dehydrate, right? And once you're at the point when you're sick enough that you physically like can't keep water down, it's not like you can take any sort of pills or medication without that coming up as well, unless it's through IV, of course. But like, if I was self-administering IVs to myself, I think you guys would have more to worry about. I'm pretty sure, this is just a guess, but if I came on stream and I was just like, yeah, I self-administered myself an IV today because I couldn't eat anything, I'm pretty sure some heads would turn. Some heads would turn. IV and fast acting under the tongue dissolvables. Oh, they have those? I've actually never heard of those before. Interesting. I don't know. A lot of people have done self IVs. Nurse Dizzy self-care. Ugh. I'd be so scared. I have a lot of dead veins. Wait, I shouldn't admit to that. I don't have any more dead veins anymore. Maybe. Doctors have a hard time finding my veins. That's the best way I can phrase this. Doctors have a very hard time finding my veins. I haven't had to have an injection in a while. Or had my blood drawn. But usually when I go to get my blood drawn, the comment I hear most of all is like, oh, let's find a healthy vein. Okay, we're gonna tighten this. Still haven't found a vein yet. I'm making myself sound like a crack addict. I should shut up. I'm not. I just have incredibly hard to locate veins. I'm not a crack bug. Well, Dizzy, if you were a crack addict, finding a vein would be easy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just probably very dehydrated most of the time. Yes. STK, thank you for 22 months. Sorry to hear about it. All Diz, I remember spending New Year's Eve and day in the ER with a saline IV in high school from it. All of a diet to heal. I made myself like a poor man's Chipotle bowl. A poor man's Chipotle bowl, but even that doesn't taste very appealing. I mean, I guess it's because it's rice, beans, and spinach. But like, beans taste sour to me. I'm sorry, I must be delirious. I'm saying crazy shit right now. I'm saying actual insane things right now on stream. No protein. Bean is protein. Bean is protein. No, I'm really scared actually. I haven't had my first like meat yet since yesterday. I'll probably have like chicken or something tonight. I should probably de-thaw that actually. I'll probably make some chicken tonight, but I'm really scared of how my stomach's gonna handle it, because if a mic is picking it up, then you would know that it's still very upsetty with me. Upsetty spaghetti. Yeah. Upsetty spaghetti. I also have like crazy abdominal and back pain now. Which, my concern there is this is gonna interfere with my gym routine. I saw a video where they used blacklight or something to find veins in Korea. That looked way easier than jabbing 10 times like the last time I gave blood. What the fuck? Is that a real thing? That's genius. That's genius. Holy shit, no wonder people go there for plastic surgery. They are just next level. Yes, but I don't think it's a blacklight. Regardless, incredible technology. Yeah. Nurses usually use me to train the new guys for blood draws. Dude, are you okay? Damn. Yeah. I remember a League player you used to watch got food poisoning and he said he almost died on the... Did you see the... Okay, disclaimer, I don't watch Valorant streams. I don't know the first thing about that game. Okay, but I do have TikTok. Did you see... I feel bad about treating this situation as drama. I feel bad, but the video that resulted from it was really funny. But there's a major Valorant content creator who got exposed for texting a minor. And then, this is the funny part. What he did, horrible. Awful, awful, awful. And then what happened is another streamer confronted him about this. And during the confrontation, this streamer was just like, dude, you're like a good-looking guy. And I think what he wanted to say is like, you're a good-looking guy. Why did you feel the need to do this? But before the words could fully leave his mouth, the Valorant streamer that was caught texting a minor opened his arms wide and like went in for a kiss. And I was just like, I paused the video because I was so shocked that this guy, while being confronted about texting a minor, was just like, oh, you think I'm handsome? Let me get in there for a kiss. And I was just like, yeah, that's one way of dealing with that, I guess. And it was such a ridiculous situation that most people who watch the confrontation video assumed at first that it was a skit until more came out about the story. But I'm waiting because I know this thing is gonna get clipped to hell and back, turned into a GIF. I say GIF, but do you guys say GIF or GIF? Actually, GIF sounds better. a GIF, and it's gonna circulate the internet for all of eternity. But yeah, that's another that's another video that came out while I was downed. GIF is better. GIF to annoy people. Wasn't it like confirmed by Oxford Dictionary or something that it's pronounced GIF, but like society was just GIF pilled for the longest time. Everything is a pill now. It was just gift for the longest time. So we just go with GIF. Yes, they are wrong. I don't care what Oxford thinks. We're the official of all words. We're the official of all words. The creator says GIF, but he's just wrong. Dizzy is pilled. I'm dizzy pilled. I'm pilled. I'm hydration pilled. I have to be hydration pilled right now. I'm untimely demise pilled. What else? What other sort of pills can I take? I'm bug pilled. Bug pilled is a good one. Spell it out like an acronym to be a contrarian. Oh, you are an awful human being. You are the devil. I'm Digimon pill. That's too long. It'd probably be like I'm digipilled. Yeah, I'm X-Virus pilled. Mercenary 56 beauty pill. No, that's a thing. That is a thing. Yeah. I'm also kinda I feel like I'm like slowly getting into my aesthetics. Bleh, what an awful word. I'm slowly getting to my aesthetics era. Ever since I started journaling. Not even for like myself specifically, like not even my physical appearance specifically, but just like decorating my life with pretty things that make me happy. I bought more stickers recently because I wanted to do for this week I wanted to do a super girly spread. So it has pink, like pink and angels on it, and it has little brown ballet flats, which are really cute. And I would never wear this kind of stuff. I would never wear this kind of stuff in person, but seeing it out, like seeing it on my stationery, makes me really happy. So that's something I'm really into right now. Hobonichi, no, I got it is an expensive journal planner. It's, let me grab it actually. I forget what it's called. Ugh. It's a hemlock and oak undated journal, so I can just, if I fall off for a week, I fall off. But it was very expensive. It was very expensive, but the devil Lumi tempted me to get it, so I did. And I got a the most cutest. Sorry, I just sounded like I regressed just now. I got the most cutest little carrying case for it. From Etsy. It's like a fabric carrying case, and it has heart patterns on it and these like retro illustrations. And there's a little patch that says "It's a lovely day, handmade with love," and I like it very much. I like it very much. It definitely feels like an investment. Like, I'm not one to buy a lot of knickknacks for myself, so this has definitely been an investment, but looking at it in the morning brings me brings me great joy. So please don't judge too badly. Please don't judge too badly. Dizzy, do you have an office supplies thing? I don't think it's nearly as bad as other girls in the company. I know Sheena spends like a crazy amount on her pens and ink. And then Ember's actually the one that got me into journaling, and she has like these crazy journal layouts, but I'm mostly using it to plan out my days right now. And a little bit of self-reflection. I actually tried to update it yesterday, but I was too delirious. After getting home. So I have a thing in here where I just write down how I feel every morning. So on Monday, I was feeling productive. And Tuesday, I was in pain because I had gone to the gym on Monday and I was really sore. On Wednesday, I was tired. On Thursday, I was energized because I was having a really good day. On Friday, I was anxious. On Saturday, I was tired. And then on Sunday, I was so delirious that I wrote sickadidid. I added free EDs. Sickadidid. And so now I have to buy whiteout. So that I'm not reminded of my fucking English as a second language speech impediment literally fucking written on the page in front of me. Real, nah, leave it. No! No! It interferes with my beautifully curated schedule page. It'll interfere with the aesthetic. The journal isn't supposed to be perfect. I know. I already fucked up on my first week spread. Because I hadn't mastered my highlighting technique yet. My my super cool highlighting technique. So like two of my highlighted words are kind of squiggly. Chat, she's giving herself anxiety about her journal. Someone stop her. No! But it's important to me. Just put some washi tape on it or something. The whiteout always looks like shit to me. Wait. I could washi tape this. I got a skinny washi tape recently. That's exactly the size of 1 hour according to my journal system. Holy fucking shit, we've got a pro in chat. We've got a pro. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really enjoying aesthetics. I spent, I think it was another $20 on stationery last week. Mostly for stickers, but I also got a glue stick and I got more washi tape. And I don't know, maybe I'll set like $5 aside for this week. I don't know, fucking hospital was kind of expensive. Urgent care was kind of expensive. Do you have a Kryka? I'm not rich. Get a Frickstone pen or something. Honestly, so like 5 years ago, no, probably more than that. 7 years ago? No, probably more than that. A decade ago? So like a decade ago, my coworker went to Japan and she bought back souvenirs for everyone, and she bought back these 2 pens for me. And then I quit my job, so I no longer needed pens anymore. And so these 2 pens have just been collecting dust for the last 10 years. And they still write, so I've just been using these 2 pens that I got 10 years ago. That's fucking awesome. I hate that I'm old enough to talk about things in terms of decades. I try not to think about it too much. I try not to think about it. Crycut isn't that expensive. It's really expensive for what it is. Crycuts? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? A Crycut is like a whole ass investment. It's like $200. 200 Canadian dollars. Yeah. Good pens can be nice. Oh, these are not good. These are definitely like 100 yen pens. But they were free. That's what matters. And once these pens run out of ink, I'll go to the nearest bank and I'll get myself another set of free pens. And that's what matters. I have a decade-old Bic on my desk that I still use to take notes. Bic's solid. Bic's solid. Some Bics are built better than other Bics. I feel like I'm saying a slur right now. Bic, 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 Bic. Bic, 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 Bic. Bic, Bic, Bic. Bic! Fucking Bic! Big ol' big. Your mom's a big. Your dog's a Bic. Your whole family's a bunch of Bics. Disney, you can't say that. I do what I want. I do what I want. I'm just gonna tell management that I was delirious when I started shouting Bic everywhere. But yeah, I think Bics are solid, but not all Bics are built the same. What a Bic. Erin G, thank you for a super chat. You're like my mom. She had 30 pens in her purse. I only have these 2 pens. I only have these 2 pens from like 10 years ago. But yeah. God, that Bic. I need to use that. Jesus. God, you're such a Bic. There you go. There you go. That was uncalled for. My family is clearly pentel. Oh, fancy, aren't we? Oh yeah, you like that? You really like telling everyone that you're a pentel family, huh? Huh? Ah, you fucking pentels are all the same. You think you're better than us fucking Bics down here? Ah yeah? Ah yeah? Why don't you come down here? Why don't you come down here and try me, boy? Try me. That's right. You don't wanna. You know why? Because you're a Bic. You're Bic too. You're just like the rest of these Bics. Only you think you're somehow better than us. Tell him! Tell him! Hello, hi Dizzy Dokuro of Phase Connect. Is this pen racism? No, I never. Zebra guy myself, TBH. Oh, you're real fancy. You real fancy just because your little zebra island has all these great new technologies. You think you're better than us. You think because your little zebra prints have won some fucking awards, you're somehow better. Why am I slurring my words now? Okay. Alright. that's a good sign for me to start wrapping up. That's a good sign for me to start wrapping up. Regardless, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm sorry that I'm not in better condition, but I'll try to be back to 100% tomorrow. Until next time, I'll miss you guys. Bye bye.